This is day 115, the Blue Letter Bible app, Bible in a Year. And we're doing First Chronicles 3 through 5. Get a little bit of the end of the end of these genealogy deals, but there's some added stuff in this one. Talks a little bit about the we'll get to it. It talks about like Judah and Reuben's birthrights. Now these were the sons of David, which were born unto him in Hebron. The firstborn is Ammon, Amoim, and Jezreelite, and the second Daniel and Abigail, the Carmelitess, and the third Absalom, and the third was Absalom, son of Mechir, daughter of Talmai, the king of Jeshur, and the fourth Adonai, the son of Hagiath, and the fifth Shephraph of Abidal, and the sixth Ithram by Eglah his wife. These six were born in him in Hebron, and where he reigned 7 years and 6 months. And in Jerusalem he reigned 30 and 3 years. These were born unto him in Jerusalem: Shimna, Shodab, Nathan, and Solomon, 4, and Bathshua, the daughter of Amiel. Bithar also, Elishma, and Ekphalet, and Nogath, and Nephlag, and Japhthah, and Elishma, and Eladina, and Ephlet his 9. These were the sons of David, besides the sons of the concubines, and Tamar their sister. Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abah and his son, Asa and his son, and Josaphat and his son, Joram and his son, Isaiah and his son, Joash his son, Amizah and his son, and Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son. And the sons of Josiah were firstborn were Jonan, and the second was Jehoiakim. And the third was Zebadiah, and the fourth was Shalom. And the sons of Jehoiakim were Jehoiakah and Zedekiah his son, and the sons of Jehoiakim, and Aser and Sheol his son. Mitram also, Pedrah, and Shenaz, and Jechamiah, and Hoshama, and Nadab. And these are the sons of Pedaiah, were Zerubbabel and Shimni. And the sons of Zerubbabel were Meshullah, and Hananiah, and Shelomoth their sister, and Hashbath, and Othel, and Bachrah, and Hedah, and Juthab, 5. And these sons of Hananiah were Pethlab, Jesiah, and the sons of Repthah, the sons of Aaron, and the sons of Obadiah, the sons of Shechnah, and the sons of Shechnah were Shema, and the sons of Shema were Hattush, Egal, Barai, Neath, and Shapthel, 6. And the sons of Nerash were Oliel, Hakaziah, Azkam, and the sons of Elonoi were Hodath, and Elashbib, and Paniah, and Akub, and Jonam, and Daliah, and Anon, 7. And the sons of Judah, Perez, Hezron, Carmi, and Hur, and Shobal. And the Riah, the sons of Shobal, begat Janath, and Janath begat Amiel, and Ladad. These are the families of the Zoraites. These were the father of Etam, Jezreel, Ishma, Ibash. The name of his sister was Hazelponi, and Penuel, the father of Gedor, and Ezar, the father of Hashah. These are the sons of Hur, firstborn of Ephrath, father of Bethlehem. Asher, the father of Tekoa, and 2 wives, Helah and Nerah. And Nerah bare him Ezum, and Hepher, and Timnah, and Harashi. These were the sons of Nerah. And the sons of Helah were Zerath, Jeozer, Ethel, Kozat, Anab, Zobam. And the families of Arab were sons of Haram. Jabez was more honorable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, Because I bear thee with sorrow. And Jabez called on God of Israel, saying, "O thou wouldest bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast, that thy hand might be with me, and that thou wouldest keep me from evil, and it may not grieve me." And God granted him that which he requested. And Cherub, the brother of Shunath, begat Mir, and was the father of Eshton. And Eshton begat Raptha, and Panah, and Tanah, the father of Nerash, and these are the men of Rekah. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel, Shimei, and the sons of Oniel, Herath. And Methoni begat Ophrah, and Serah begat Joab, and the father of the valley of Chashream, for they were craftsmen. And the sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, was Eri, Eli, Nanam, and the sons of Elam was Kenaz. And the sons of Jehiel, and Ziph, and Ziphrah, and Terah, and Ashriel. These sons of Ezra were Jether, Mered, Epher, Joan. She bare Miram, and Shalem, and Ishma, the father of Estoma. And the wife of Jehudahel bare Jared, and the father of Gedor, and Heber, the father of Sokah, and Jekiel, the father of Zonah. And these are the sons of Bithnah, the daughter of Pharaoh, which Mered took. And the sons of his wife, Hodoni, and the sister of Naam, and the father of Keilah, the Germite, and the Eshrom, the Machelite. And the sons of Shimon were Ammon, and Rimnah, and Bethlehem, and Tilon. And the sons of Ishi were Zoath, and Beth-Zonai. And the sons of Shelah were Judah, were the father of Lakah, and Ladah, the father of Merash, and the families of the house of them that wrought them, fine linen of the house of Ashbah, and Joachim, the men of Chobaz, and Joash, the seraph, who had dominion in Moab, and Jashbili Elam. These are the ancient things. These were the potters, and those things that dwelt among plants and hedges, and they dwelt with the king for his work. And the sons of Simeon were Namiel, Jamin, Jereb, Nerah, Shaul, Shalem, Misbah, and his son Mishma, his son. And the sons of Mishma, Hamuel, his son, and Zerkah, his son, and Shimi, his son. And Shimi had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brethren had not many children, neither did all the family multiply like the children of Judah. And they dwelt at Beersheba, the Molbah, and Hazar Shual, and Bilnah, and Timrah, Tolad, and Bethuel, and at Hormah, and Ziklag. At Ziklag. And Beth Markabuth, and Hazar Shulam, and Beth Birai, and Sharam. These were the cities unto the reign of David. And their villages were Etham, Ain, Rimmon, and Tokim, and Ashon, 5 cities. And all their villages were round about the cities. Oh, and all their villages that were round about the same cities unto Baal. These were their habitations and their genealogies. Meshoab, and Jemelach, and Joash, the son of Azamah, and Joel, and Jehu, and Josheba, and Joheba, and the son of Sarah, and the son of Asiel, Illinois, and Jacobah, and Jeosh, and Anash, and Jamiel, and Bani, and Zei, and son of Shephi, and the son of Anon, and the son of Jediah, and the son of Shimri, and the son of Shemaiah, and the son of Shemaiah. These were mentioned, and their names were the princes of their families, and the house of their fathers increased greatly. They went to the entrance of Gedor, and unto the side of the village, to seek pasture for their flocks. For they found fat pasture, and good land was wide and quiet and peaceable, for they of Ham had dwelt there of old. These are written by the name in the days of Hezekiah, the king of Judah, and smote their tents with the habitations where he found there, and destroyed them utterly into his day, and dwelt there in their rooms, because there was pasture for their flocks. Some of them, even the sons of Simeon, 500 men, went to Mount Seir, and for their captains Pelah, and Nerah, and Rethlah, and Uziel, the son of Ishi, and they smote the rest of the Machalites that were escaped, and dwelt there unto this day. And now the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was firstborn, but for as much as he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given unto the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel. And the genealogy is not to be reckoned after the birthright. For Judah prevailed above his brethren, and out of him became the chief ruler. But the birthright was Joseph's. What was Israel's blessing to Joseph's sons? This is wild, guys, because a lot of people say something like, oh, that's for the Jews. But now we just heard about the birthright going to the sons of Joseph, right? This is Genesis 48. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put thy right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know, my son, I know it. He shall also become a people, but he shall be a great, he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his multitude. His brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations. So he's talking about Ephraim, okay, right there. His seed shall become a multitude of nations, folks. His brethren, and became the chief ruler, but the birthright was Joseph's. A multitude of nations, that's Ephraim. So when we look at Bible prophecy, way out, the end times Bible prophecy, and they're talking about Ephraim, it's talking about multitude of nations, people. And if you go and you look at what it sounds like the United States. So people say, oh, the United States isn't in end times prophecy. It is, but it's not good. It's not good. We get judged, folks. Whom Tiglath-Pileser, king of Azariah, carried away captive, and he was a prince of the Reubenites. And his brethren by their families, when their genealogy of their generations was reckoned, were chief and Jael and Zechariah. And Bela, the son of Ahaz, and the son of Shema, and the son of Joel, who dwelt in Aor, and even unto Nebo and Baal-meon. And eastward he inhabited into the entering in of the wilderness, and from the rivers Euphrates, because their cattle was multiplied in the land of Gilead. And in the days of Saul they made war with the Hagarites, who fell by their hand, and they dwelt in their tents throughout all the land of Gilead. And the children of Gad dwelt over against them, and in the land of Bashan, and Saklah, Joel, the chief of Shapham, next, and Jani, and the Shaphat, and Bashan. And their brethren, the house of their fathers, was Michael, Meshullam, and Sheba, and Jorai, and Jachan, and Ziah, and Heber, and Seven. These are the children of Abidal, and the son of Huri, and the son of Jorah, and the son of Gilad, and the son of Michael, and the son of Jeshri, and Jeho, and Buz. Ai, the son of Abdiel, and Junai, the chief house of their fathers, and they had dwelt in Gilead. Oh, you know what? It just came to me. Yeshua says, I come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Israel was the northern 10 tribes that got wiped out. Okay, they got wiped out in 1 Kings 17. Okay, because they made altars into Baal. They made altars in Dan and Bethlehem to Jehovah, but they were outside of Jerusalem. No, that's a no bueno. That's no go. Okay, so they weren't listening to God. They get scattered. They get scattered unto the heathen. Okay, to the four corners of the world. So, Yeshua sends people out looking for this scattered flock. And what is that? That is that prophecy. They'll become a multitude of nations. There you go. And dwelt in Gilead and Bashan and their towns and all the suburbs of Sharon and on the borders. And these were reckoned by the genealogy in the days of Jotham, king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, king of Israel. And the sons of Reuben and the Gadites and half a tribe of Manasseh. And the valiant men were able to bear buckler and sword and shoot the bow and skillful in war. And they were 40,760 that went out to war. And they made war with the Hagarites and with Jetur and with Nipshah and Nodab. And they were helped against them, and the Hagarites were delivered into their hand, and all that were with them, for they cried to God in battle, and because he entreated of them, because they put their trust in him, and took away their cattle, and the camels of 50,000, and the sheep of 250,000, and the asses of 2,000, and the men of 100,000. For there fell down many slain, because of war was God. Because the war was of God, and they dwelt in their steeds until captivity. Until captivity, guys. And the children of the half-tribe of Manasseh dwelt in the land, and they increased from Bashan to Helmeron and Shemir and Mount Hermon. And these were the heads of the houses of their fathers. Ephraim, if you were to go and do a tour in Israel, one of the places that you would stop would be the Tel Megiddo. It's a big dirt mountain out in the middle of the valley of Armageddon. Okay, so you're in the valley of Armageddon. There's Tel Megiddo, and you go there, and it was a town of Manasseh. Okay, and that's where they had pagan altars built. It was no good. When I was there, I didn't even put it together that it was actual tribes of Israel that built these altars. I thought they took over the town from the pagans, but no, they were caught up in the paganness, and that's why in Romans 11 we are warned not to do the same thing that they did. Romans 11 tells us not to do the same thing that they did. And we do the same thing they did. We remember how the heathens worship their gods, and then now we have the same types of, we worship God in the same manner. These were the heads of the house of their fathers, and Ephraim, and Juthli, and Eliel, and Arizel, and Jemah, and Jithiel, the mighty men of valor, famous men, the heads of their houses of their fathers. And they transgressed against God of their fathers and went a-whoring after gods of the people of the land, whom God destroyed before them. There you go. And the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, and the spirit of Tigath-Pileser of Assyria, and he carried them away, even the Reubenites and the Gadites and half a tribe of Manasseh, and brought them unto Halah, Habor, Herah, and unto the river Gozan unto this day. Yes, let's just go there. We're going to go to Romans 11. So next, Romans 11. Might as well. This is the connection right here, folks. Warnings throughout. If you're going to understand Paul, you got to what? You got to understand the Old Testament. What's Peter say? Peter says, if you'll be confused by Paul, if you are unstudied. Well, this is Romans 11, verse 20. Well, because of unbelief they were broken off, and thou standeth by faith. Be not high-minded, but fear. For if God spared not the natural branches, take heed, he lest also spare not thee. For if God spared not the natural branches, take heed, lest he also spare not thee. Behold, therefore, the goodness and the severity of God on them which fell severity, but towards thee goodness, if thou continue in his goodness, otherwise thou shalt be cut off. If. thou continue in his goodness. Behold, therefore, the goodness and the severity. He comes back. He sends his son to judge with a rod of iron. They're going to separate the wheat and the chaff. Okay? Everybody just thinks of themselves as the chaff, but what are they doing? Christmas and Easter have pagan origins. Pagan origins. It's wickedness, folks. Don't do it. Don't do it. 1 John 5, the very end, says, little children, keep yourself from idols. Little children, keep yourself from idols. I love you guys.